Some of the most consistent and high caliber women's wrestling on the planet has surprisingly, or rather unsurprisingly, knowing who's running the damn thing, come from one place, Sareee-ISM. On August 24th, 2026, Sareee held chapter 11 of her self-produced show at Shinjuku Face, one of the last of two major shows taking place there before its unfortunate closure, literally next month. And once again, we saw a graphic masterclass thanks to Spark Rush. But we aren't here to talk about them just yet. The card was full of interpromotional magic, and for those already familiar with how the show operates, it's not hard to see how it's made a name for itself. So let's get right into this thing. We'll start off with Vani vs. Mirai. Vani is Japan's first openly transgender wrestler and a self-described genderless artist. She's an all-rounder. She's highly respected for her athleticism, resilience, and ability to hang with or outshine top names. Mirai, currently of Michinoku Pro, former Stardom and Marigold alum, and TJPW2, let's not forget about Big Tej, and it always goes back to fucking Suzume. You see, Mirai and Suzume were in a tag team called B-Star. It's funny she's a fucking B, dude. If you didn't know that, she's a fucking B. A cheerful, smiling powerhouse with a big gap between her friendly, energetic, everyday personality and her intense, aggressive in-ring persona. This was their first singles meeting, and it was built around a fun pre-match angle. Mirai was jokingly trying to recruit known freelancer Vani into her current home promotion, Michinoku Pro. Which, fun fact about that, Mirai is actually the first regular full-time female wrestler in that company's history. The match was a hard-fought back and forth. Mirai started aggressive with roll-ups and submissions, then was able to hit her Miramare shock for a near fall. Vani answered with a barrage of falcon arrows, big kicks, and the aforementioned power moves. Vani finished with a tiger suplex hold for the W. Post-match, Mirai admitted the recruitment failed, but vowed to keep trying, while Vani dismissively said Mirai wasn't ready to follow her style of wrestling just yet. We move on from jokingly mocking one another to two people who just straight up hate each other. At a recent Marvelous show, Chi-Chi and Senka Akatsuki teamed up against Spark Rush and lost. After the loss, Senka mocked Chi-Chi's Barbie collection and her westernized persona, saying she wasn't wrestling as just a hobby. Chi-Chi took it personally, as she owns roughly around, and I kid you not, 300 Barbie dolls. And it's not hard to notice that she sees them as part of her identity. The woman literally wants Mattel to make a doll with her likeness, and who cites Trish Stratus and Kelly Kelly as major inspirations for her. So you got a literal fighting Barbie clashing with Senka, a no-nonsense up-and-comer trained by Chigusa Nagayo, Takumi Iroha, and Mio Momono. She has a bit of a Tengu reputation that opponents just love to rage bait. In Japanese folklore, a Tengu personality describes someone who has an overwhelming sense of pride, arrogance, and a fiery temper. And if you've seen Senka's catalog, that makes sense for the proclaimed super rookie and the future ace of Marvelous. The match was a pure strong style scrap from the opening bell. Neither could put the other one away cleanly. It went the full 20 minutes towards an honestly disappointing draw, given the fact that it just leaves you wanting more. Yes, I wanted to see these two continue beating the shit out of each other. Are you kidding me? Post-match, both were still heated. Chi-Chi called the result the biggest piece of shit and said they were both shit for not finishing it. Senka then, right then and there, demanded a rematch and chased after Chi-Chi. Before we get to the main event, let me glaze Sareee for a second. Her post-WWE run has been one of the best in the world in terms of quality and consistency, and nobody outside of the puro community is talking about it. I mean, she's been on an absolute tear. The match she had a few weeks before the show against Mio Momono was insane. I'm probably going to show a few clips here, but please go out of your way to watch the full thing. If there's anything I want to accomplish with this video and this channel, it's to put people on, especially you fed pill people out there. Please just watch some good wrestling for once. There's so much more out there than Baron Corbin and Danhausen. The main event was a high-level dream tag with excellent chemistry on both sides, as we saw Spark Rush consisting of Sareee and Takumi Iroha taking on Saori Anou and Natsupoi, who just faced off against each other on the 5-star GP finale show that I made a video on, by the way. Spark Rush controlled much of the action with coordinated double team offense. They isolated Natsupoi after cutting off Saori Anou, leading to the finish. Takumi hit a running Pirates plunge, and then Sareee closed it off with a wrist clutch Uranagi. Probably one of, if not the best, small venue experience in Joshi. Chapter after chapter since 2023, people trust that if Sareee books it, it's going to deliver. Post-match, Natsupoi, heading toward retirement in January, demanded a future singles match against Sareee, declaring that she would pin Sareee and then retire. Sareee, her longtime close friend, accepted the challenge, joking that if Natsupoi kept that attitude, she might never be able to retire. If you go back and watch previous chapters of Sareee-ISM, you see names like Meiko Satomura, Syuri, and Big Hosh. She's balancing veterans, current stars, and up-and-comers perfectly. It's the Joshi equivalent of peak PWG, with the intimate settings, minus a lot of the bullshit that would get so many of these wrestlers in some hot water nowadays. I'm looking at you, Excalibur. What the fuck